Elaborate on the statistical analysis you embodied. Justify your choice of techniques.
Statistical analysis is conducted using SPSS software, employing descriptive statistics to summarize data and inferential statistics to identify relationships between variables. Techniques such as a chi-square test and t-test were justified based on studies aimed to compare attitude and perceptions across different demographic groups, allowing for meaningful interpretations of the data.
Okay, now what are the most significant findings of your research and how do they contribute to the existing body of knowledge?
The most significant findings indicate that brain-dead learners possess a limited understanding of ethical values and high tolerance for corrupt practices. These findings contribute to the existing body of knowledge by highlighting the need for targeted educational interventions that address specific gaps in understanding and promote responsible citizenship among adolescents.
Okay. Number 6, did your research uncover any unexpected results and how did you interpret these and what are their implications?
The research uncovered unexpected results, such as a higher than anticipated level of apathy towards corruption among learners. This was interpreted as a reflection of societal normalization of corruption, suggesting that educational efforts must not only import knowledge but also actively engage students in discussion about the societal impact of corruption, promoting a sense of responsibility and agency.
Okay, number 7, what are the practical implications of your findings and how might they be applied in real-world settings?
Practical implications of findings include the development of curriculum that integrates ethical education and anti-corruption practices, which can be applied in a world educational settings. This curriculum would empower students to become advocates for integrity and transparency within their communities.
Okay, now, what are the potential limitations or challenges in applying your findings?
The potential limitations in applying the findings include resistance from educators or institutions to adopt new curricula and varying levels of parental support. Additionally, the internet nature of corruption and societal norms may pose challenges in effectively changing learners' attitudes.
Okay, number 10, how would you respond to criticism that is specific on potential criticism relevant to your research?
In response to criticism regarding the reliance on self-reported data, I would emphasize the mixed methods approach used in the research, which combines qualitative insights with quantitative data to provide a comprehensive understanding of learners' perceptions. Additionally, I would highlight the use of validated instruments and the importance of triangulating data from multiple sources to strengthen the findings and mitigate potential biases.
Okay, congratulations.